Welcome to the spooky full band, the Gingerroot Spooky full band special commemorative online album release show. Yeah. There's a huge delay with the comments. I see a lot of hand gestures for before. Thank you so much. We'll get into some chatting later, but we'll go ahead and play a little bit of an older one for you guys right now. Let me just set my things and drink some water. All right. Hit it. It's so funny. We were talking about this earlier, but like the nervousness factor with a live stream versus in show, we're really nervous, but then we also feel like less pressure. So I don't know if it's the same for you guys. Do you feel nervous watching us? I hope you do. All this is pretty duct taped together. Like whoever saw the solo show, it was just me and then the drums. But now it's like we kind of tried to go all out in terms of instrumentation, and like Matt and Dylan can tell you like how many iterations we've tried to figure out how to like input stuff.
It's been like real rehearsing.
And
like we've never really had to.
Yeah, we've never like we usually play the song, and also in we've never worn costumes in our entire lives. All right, let's check the chat really quick. It's really hard to read. Just so everyone knows, the screen I'm looking at has like the mix and the live feed and the comments and the set list. And like every time I look at it, I have a panic attack. So anyway, yeah, solo show was sick. Thank you very much. The funny thing is that my questions to you guys, the comments will come in like 30 seconds. So anyway, yeah.
unbelievable stuff.
That's the right song, right? Yeah. And sorry, there's so much stuff. All right. Thanks, guys. I want to say thank you, everyone, really quick to who has listened to the record already. It's been 2.5 years in the process, and yes, we are bummed that we can't be there in real person, but hopefully this is good enough for the current circumstances. So thank you again for everyone who's listened. What's next? Okay. All right, we're gonna play. Well, I guess "Friend" we've never played live. This one, we're gonna be playing a lot of songs from the new record, with some old ones too, for those who have not heard the record yet. But yeah, I think This one will be fun. Let me just make sure. There's so many things I have to switch. Hold on. Just like, geez. All right. Nice. I messed up. You know what's funny is I never bought a new B key, which is like the one note out of the whole set that like, I mean, we totally played that right. Folks that was at work, if you came to the solo show, you know that I was like, man, my low B key is flat. While we were rehearsing, it just snapped right off, and I never bought a new one. So anyway, how's the mix? Anyone suggestions have mix wise so far? How are your ears? Can you hear everything, Dylan?
Yeah.
Chef? Yeah! Well, I just want to say that we have a lovely team working with us. It's not just us this time. I just want to give a huge shout out to Donnie, who's rocking audio engineering. He's also our regional supervisor. It's his first debut live stream audio gig, so everyone, if you have mixed notes, you can write to him. So everyone give Donnie a round of applause, everybody. Donnie. What was that? Was that a round of applause? The hi-hat was a round of applause. Okay. Cool. Well, I should really get down talking and changing my stuff. But whatever. This is one of the singles, this next song, and if you know the bit, then yeah, you could do it at home. That is not the right pad.
Too many of them. Okay, here we go.
Okay. One, two, ooh la la. Le Chateau.
It's hot.
Are you wearing long sleeves? I'm totally cool. When we were rehearsing that one, I'm proud of Matt. Everyone, give props to Matt for learning so many background vocals when he's like not a singer. So give him some love, everyone.
My voice doesn't really go that low.
Yeah. So when
First it was like,
when rehearsing, it was like, all right, it's Le Chateau, Le Chateau, and you're like Le Chateau. It was like SpongeBob.
It was like Le Chateau.
It's gotten better.
There we go.
Yeah. And no, there is no like low EQ, like low bump EQ on his voice. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We were wanted to do this show. Well, one on Halloween just because why not, and also like hopefully it encourages people to not go out and party because I know some of you, including people I know, just pretending like the world is normal. It's not. Please stay safe, everybody. Be smart about it, about what you do. But also, there's a donation, all the stuff for like Venmo and stuff, if you want to give us a couple dollars. Basically, we're trying to just recoup the cost of our costumes. So if we can make like $100 total, that'd be okay, basically. So anyway, yeah, let's throw it back. Do you have anything to say? And this is the first time where I'm like letting you like just talk about
I
whatever.
don't know how you do it.
I don't know. How
There's
about
too much reverb for me to say anything, really.
how about you say something while I try to fix my thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell a story.
Dylan's never had a mic though, so why don't we?
Oh,
So-
big boy.
So I bought this jacket on Depop, and the lady was like, I can't get a hold of PayPal. And then she went to the post office, and the lady working said it'd be there by Friday.
And here he is, folks. Neo from The Matrix, everybody. Neo from The Matrix. All right, at home, you guys know what to do when the time comes. So. It's really hard to play in a wig.
How much does that weigh?
It's like $20.
It's holding you back. No, how much does it weigh? Okay.
Wait, the what?
Nothing.
How much was okay. We're going to go back to playing some stuff on Ricky, if that's okay with you guys. How you all doing? Oh, I see some eyes coming in. Thank you for your participation. There's like one strand of hair that's like literally in the center of my pupil that I can't seem to like scrape off. Okay, I think I got it. All right. Okay, great. Let's see. What's next? Oh, okay, Pad City. Everyone wish Matt a good luck on this next song. Also, weather holds the record for most amount of times I have to change pads. So anyway, got to change all that. All right. Two, yeah. All the new songs that we're playing today, like, they're like, it took a long time, took a lot of like thinking on how to do the songs.
We had to rehearse for real.
Yeah, we had to rehearse for real.
A lot of
We
arranging.
never actually rehearsed before until for this.
That's what we were saying, because you probably can't hear Dylan, but we've never like rehearsed. Like we normally come in, like say like how was your day, and then play like 3 songs, and then like go get food. But now we can't get food, so maybe that's why we're like, okay, we gotta rehearse. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like, the funny thing is, like, without playing live, it's really hard to figure out what will work in a big space. Like, for example, like the next song, we're gonna play Out of State next. There's no mystery. Ooh, what are we playing next? We're playing Out of State next. And like, it's just, we're trying to figure out how to make it sound good in this really tiny room. And like, I think part of it is like the lack of just being in a space with people and like the correct sound system and everything. And but yeah, hopefully one day we'll be able to come back and play live for you guys. We definitely miss it. It's a bummer that we can't tour this record, but you know, maybe we'll do one or a couple more live streams or something if you guys are into this. And thanks again for everyone for listening to the record. And yeah, we'll continue with the music. It's set up time. Hold on, sorry.
Check.
How about you tell a story this time, man?
What kind of story? Like a spooky story?
Yeah.
All right, well, time's up. I'm ready. I saw a lot of comments coming in. Did I say something wrong or something? Let's check in with you guys. We'll wait a little bit. We're gonna take not a break, but we're gonna look at this together. Enhance. Come on, Neo. Enhance. Okay, let's go.
Oh, that's a lot.
North Korea? I didn't see it. Oh, hello, North Korea. Well, don't believe everything you see on the internet. Just kidding. Apparently, Dan told me that I told you, maybe I told both of you, but Le Chateau for like a quick second was on like the Apple Music Top 100 songs in South Korea. It was like number 89 for like an hour. So thank you. And then it just got kicked off by like.
That's 60 minutes.
That's 60 minutes. You're right. Watching from Pakistan, that bass, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, the Fender bass. Dylan, you look really cool. Fire trucks have been dispatched. The bass, you want to give a rig rundown on? We'll give a rig rundown in the Q&A. Also, hold your questions because we're gonna do like a little transition and you guys can have your questions there while we get our merch table set up. So let's see. Okay.
Watching from the ISS. You see that one?
Yeah. A lot of, okay. All right, well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, this will be posted and available to watch after the stream. So if you're just tuning in and you want to see some of the other stuff, it'll be available. So anyway. I think while I try to set everything up, this next song, because I saw this one question on Instagram, but what was the hardest song or which one took the longest to complete? And it's this next one coming up. I remember we were in Joshua Tree and I was like trying to finish this song, like while you guys were like making a sandwich or something, and like the big sandwich. It was like a big boy. Oh yeah, and Dylan, we rented an Airbnb in Joshua Tree, and like Dylan was trying to do like a candlestick handstand or something, like yoga, and just fell backwards and just like crashed his finger.
Yeah, you're messed up.
It doesn't work right still.
Does it really not? Well, pay your respects in the comments for Dylan's finger.
That's why you use a peg.
Oh, anyway, this next song is the longest one, but it's also like I think my favorite on the record, and hopefully we'll do it some justice. So let me check this out. Check.
1, 2, check. Cool.
Melodica makes a comeback. I borrowed I don't know if Devin from Good Hurts is watching, but I borrowed his accordion because I wanted to see if I could play the accordion like for Le Chateau. And there's like no way to like wear it and play this and then like stand up and have it mic'd, so like it's right here. So anyway, a melodica will do just fine. Oh, also, we have another guest that I forgot to introduce, but you might have noticed when we were playing Why Try, like, hey, where's all the other sounds? Like, where is it? Where are the sounds? There's only 6 hands, and there's like 10 sounds going on. And it is Marta on aux percussion, everybody. Marta on aux percussion. Aux instrumentalist, and our UI integration director. She's the one that helped me get the swipe up feature built into the Instagram Gingerroot account. So we have her to thank. Marta killing it on bongos and CZ 101, Casio CZ 101. That's right. Yeah. So thank you, Marta. I didn't know she played like anything. One day we were working and she was like, hey, like by the way, like what type of keyboard do you use? I was like, oh, I got a bunch. And she's like, oh, I've got a Casio CZ 101. And I was like, oh, no way, like I was just gonna buy one. I found one on Craigslist. And she was like, yeah, they're super cool. Mine's a little weird because like the line output is the only one that works, so the phone doesn't work. So you have to really use like a heavy preamp to like boost it, but you get kind of like a lot of noise. And I was like, I don't know if that's like worth it. She was like, well, I got only for like $100. And I was like, wow, they go for like $300 per thing or whatever. So it was really cool. We kind of had like a moment about like, wow, I didn't really play music. And then she came to one of the rehearsals and was like, dude, if you need a hand. I was like, absolutely. So anyway, thank you, Marta. Thank you, Marta. I should really, it's been so long since playing live, I don't have my transitions down. Also, there's like 10 new songs, so you tell a story.
Hey, you've had like 4 tries to be simultaneously
I'm so focused on the story.
And telling the story when you could have been switching over to the next song.
I know.
I think we need another cutout.
Well, you know what's funny is
someone from corporate
I
come up and...
What?
We need another person from corporate to come up and switch everything for you.
Oh, where's Paul? That was Paul's job. He was gonna be tech guy, but he was like, oh, I'm gonna stay home and carve pumpkins. He's carving pumpkins with the kids, so that's okay. So Paul, if you're watching, we appreciate all your hard work. All right, now I'm ready. mess up quite a bit. I was I know you shouldn't say that.
Someone else.
I know you shouldn't say that, but I just remember making the music video on top of the roof, and like just like how hot it was and stuff. And then I was like, and then I got sentimental because I was like, oh, that was a lot of fun. And I don't know, when we could. Mahjong Room's like 2 years old, which is like crazy. And I had a moment while playing that song, so hopefully, yeah, you can excuse my hairs. But anyway, with that said, thanks everyone again for watching. We've got a couple more for you guys. This one I don't have to set anything up, so I'm like, but we're going to be hanging out afterwards, doing a merch table hang. So stick around afterwards and think of your questions, and we'll answer them there. But we're going to play another one from Mahjong Room. That was actually the first song, and now we're going to play the last one, and have a good time. So. All right, we caught it. We meant to do it.
I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. We also changed that thing in Mahjong Room, mainly because I'm on the whirly and like I can't hit it that hard and stuff. So
Yeah, what happened to your stand-up, your rig? Your
you
tiny
know,
guy?
this only exists in the studio, and if I didn't have to bring it anywhere, might as well play it. It's my baby, my whirly. How y'all doing? Should we check in with the chat a little bit? We got 2 more songs for you guys. I don't even know how many people are here. Should we check the number?
No.
I'm scared. What does it say?
I can't. It's too small.
600!
Wow!
600! Wow!
That's more than like a normal venue that we play.
That's
I am funny.
that's crazy. Wow. Wow, now I'm really nervous, but thank you everyone for hanging out. We got 2 more. Wow, 600 people, that's crazy. When we played the Echo, we couldn't even sell out the Echo, and we did like, we just suck. So maybe we should just live on the internet. So anyway, but again, we got 2 more for you guys, and yeah, if you guys feel like donating and giving us some costume funds, the Venmo and PayPal link are above. Again, really appreciate it. No obligation to. Just the fact that you guys are, all 600 of you are hanging out with us on Halloween, hopefully dressed up as well. You know, tag us on Instagram, and I want to see everyone's costumes. Some guy dressed up like me for Halloween, and that's a first, and that's pretty crazy. I was very flattered. That was pretty cool. He was like, I don't have Feiyu shoes, and I was like, it's okay. The Nike swoosh, like, that's good enough. But anyway, you wanna do the one? All right, I always say this is the one that kind of like, when I was like, I think Ginger will be around for at least longer than a hobby. And I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. So it's really weird playing in these circumstances, but anyway, thanks.
If I don't own up to myself, who will be waiting for me? Checking up on my mental, writing that one great story. 'Cause why should I be so keen to try? It's alright if you don't go. Stay inside, call it home. Sit like a dog in your way. Scout out the times and bells right. Who will be waiting for me? There's probably better things to try. I'm gonna get more than I told you. I cannot see, won't see. I cannot wait any longer. It's too late, too deep. It's why should I be so keen to try? Go! It's alright if you don't go. Stay inside, call it home. Stop your crying, just say so. When you're here, call it home. It's alright if you don't go. Stay inside and stay at home. Stop your crying, just say so. When you're here, call it
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. We got one more song, and then right when the Watt ends. Watt ends.
Hey, where's Caesar?
What?
Where's Caesar?
Yeah, we're seasoned. Pre-season. We know how to gauge our water meter. Yeah, say it in the bass. Through the fuzz, just like. Cool, we got one more. Thanks for hanging out. This song that we're gonna end with, I think is also one of my favorites on the record, and I hope you guys like it. It's towards the end, which I was worried that people maybe might not stick around to listen to it when they're listening to the record, but you know, I think it, in terms of track placement, it was the best place to put it, and yeah, and again, thank you so much. But we're hanging out after this, so this isn't goodbye right now, but yeah, it's been fun. We'll play another live show again soon, I think. Live stream, not live show. Live stream, not live show. Also, I see so many people going out and hanging out, and I know people are being safe about it, but I know other people are not being safe about it. And the hard part is that like people, like musicians, a lot of people, everyone, it just can't get back to what they do normally because of some of those people. So if you think about going out sometimes, or maybe you're thinking about planning some type of like get together, whatever, for like everyone's sake, just chill. And I know it's hard. I know it's been like a year basically that we've been all stuck inside, but like otherwise, like we're not like people like that. We can't do this for a very long time. And so I just want to say, just be smart. But thank you, for being smart. But anyway.
Giant steps.
Jazz. in and watching us play these songs. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to hang out. Get your questions ready. We're going to set up the merch table and be back in a few minutes. So I'm going to try to do this, and see if like it was like a perfect, planning thing all along and everything. But which button is it? It is here. Okay, stay tuned. Type your questions now so the delay gets back and we can see them all. But thanks for hanging out. All right, let's see. All right, scoot in a little bit.
All right.
everybody. Okay.
Good to be here. Let's see those questions.
What's everybody doing?
It's so funny
They're
because
so small.
I wanted to explain what happened, but I was like, oh, Matt, can you turn the monitor down because it's going to like feed back? And he starts turning down like my whirly mix and stuff. So like there's just all this noise happening. And I'm like,
You should have turned it on for everyone to hear.
I should have.
It's like confusion,
just
yeah.
like, no, it's a switch. No, it's the. No. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys. Happy Halloween. Let's see. How many people are waiting at the merch table?
Who
Oh,
did
a line of 500.
There's a line.
There's a line of 500 people.
Pass that water.
Hashtag water. All
I
right.
said pass that water.
Pass that water.
What am I, an influencer?
Yeah. All right. I guess we'll start from the top.
I'm so
So many
frustrated with
emojis.
learning online. Aren't we all?
Okay. Hold on. I'm just gonna choose. Let's see. When will the vinyls ship out? Because of COVID, they're in the middle of the ocean somewhere. So hopefully soon.
At the bottom.
I just got my test pressing, so they've been confirmed and they've been pressed, but they're on a boat because just shipping from Europe via plane is like so just logistically like a nightmare right now. So they're all coming. Shirts, I have to actually go pick them up on Monday, and I will be sending those soon. So thank you for all your patience. I know that's actually been a big question, but thanks for costume, Sailor Moon. Let's go through quick. Your costume inspiration, Matt.
I said-
what
I said-
costume?
Oh right, Matt didn't know that we were gonna dress up, so he just came over in what he was wearing at the house.
Yeah,
He was in the middle of making like a
I
good
forgot
like,
it was Halloween.
right,
To be honest,
right. This is what he
I was
sleeps
making
in.
a tart.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm Neo, but that seems.
You were just like
That's it. Well, I think Matt said it as a joke.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
for some
yeah.
reason, I thought that would just be the funniest thing. But in comparison to camera next to me, I just look like a guy in a trench coat. So
Yeah, you need the glasses, really. There you go. Put them back on.
the funny thing is that he had such a big dilemma
The-
buying the sunglasses. He was like, man,
I couldn't. I didn't want to pay for. I was like, someone has to have these.
Thanks, Gene.
So yeah.
Thanks,
shout
Gene.
out to Gene for the sunglasses.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done it.
Anyone who's named Gene has those sunglasses.
yeah.
So definitely. And I'm Sailor Moon, so there you go. Let's see. Any advice on people who want to start making music? I'd say just start.
I say, yeah, just start going. Just because it's gonna be terrible at first.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
It's honest.
Wow.
It's gonna be okay. Maybe that might be a little much, but just
No, I think the hardest part is just starting. I think like
I think just get going and don't set like too high of expectations for yourself.
expectations could be.
But put them pretty low, but like have faith in yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Motivational speaker Dylan right
Yeah.
here. You can call him on Instagram. Or call him on Instagram. Anyway.
Yeah, they have that.
But yeah,
Phone number is
I think it's just a start. If you keep thinking about like, oh, it'd be really nice if I like made a song and you never make it, then that the song doesn't exist and you'll never know, how it turned out. And with Ginger Root and with Matt and I have been in other bands too, and it's just a matter of just always making stuff. And also I say this literally to everyone, but I have a lot of fun doing this. We have a lot of fun doing this, and if it wasn't fun, we definitely would not be doing it. So if you're having a good time and you want to start and you think about starting, yeah, just start.
work with what you got too.
Don't
Yeah.
make excuses for yourself.
Oh yeah,
I feel you're like, oh, I don't have this.
I feel like
Yeah.
a big
Therefore, I
thing for me
can't.
personally is man, if I just got that thing, then it would be smooth sailing.
Yeah,
But
gear-
just don't let yourself do that. Work with what you have and have fun.
Yeah. And if you need help, YouTube.
Yeah,
Honestly.
YouTube. Dylan, what kind of strings you got? So I have.
You want to get a general rig rundown?
Yeah, I'll get.
Quick
So
one?
okay.
Make it quick.
Make it quick.
So I use a 80s Japanese precision bass. I use flat wounds, but it's Roto Sound. Is that the?
Yeah,
Yeah, I use Roto Sound flat wounds. I've had the same ones on since I started playing in Ginger Root. But I run through just a DI. Always for all the shows we've done for the past 2 years, I've only played through a DI, and I use a tuner. I
good
use a
thing to
Rainbow
have.
Machine, which everyone thinks is really great. I Tonight I used a, I don't remember what it's called. So we're just gonna
Great
just shout out to Earthquaker Devices. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, we're looking for a sponsorship because usually I use a set of different pedals for the telephone vocal, but he's like, oh, you should use the Avalanche, and I was like, that's what's
The Cooper FX generation loss. It just come back to me. So
very
cool pedal.
Very cool pedal. Background in wushu. Yes, so I did wushu. My parents made me do wushu when I was like 5, and I did it for I think 10 years. I got all the way to being a black belt. The sound bit from the end of the start of Ricky is actually from my wushu like black belt test, and you actually hear my head being hit with a staff and me going down, and everyone being like, oh. So anyway, that's what that is. But yeah, I did wushu for 10 years of my life. It was a big part of my childhood, and I didn't like it at the time, but I actually been thinking about maybe trying to get back into it. It's a good form of exercise, I think. Interlude music is banging. Thank you. It's my cover of the Sailor Moon theme song. The first one is just a demo that didn't make it onto Ricky, and Dan actually texted me and was like, this song better go on the next record. So I guess it'll be on the next record. Favorite sailor, Sailor Mars.
Davy Jones.
Davy Jones. Oh, we just said the pedal board. Will you release these filler songs on a special album? Maybe. I did that last year, like all the promo songs. I kind of put them all together and did Bandcamp. Like I made them free, like a free album. So, yeah, possibly. Do you have any plans coming to the UK when gigs are allowed?
Yeah.
We don't have plans, but we'd love to come.
I mean,
Yeah. Realistically speaking, and I don't know where everyone's watching from, you don't have to type that because that's just going to be like a sea of comments, but I think there's a good chance we'll play somewhere like Europe or maybe Asia before the United States because we can't get our act together. Like the US is just in the toilet right now. So, like, yeah. Anyway, do you know Philippines?
I know of the Philippines.
I know the Philippines.
yeah, I know
I've
where
been once.
I know where it
I've
is.
been once. Favorite Halloween candies?
Ooh.
M&Ms.
Peanut M&Ms or regular?
Regular, but if I can, mini M&Ms is the.
Really?
Yeah.
The mini ones, do they taste better?
I think there's just like more.
Mouthfeel.
It's definitely a texture thing.
Okay.
Cool. What's yours?
Reese's.
Reese's is a good one.
Reese's.
Respectable.
Or a Reese's Pieces. Reese's
Yeah,
Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah. Some people say Reese's.
No.
No. Yeah.
Don't say that.
I'd say Butterfinger. I like a good Butterfinger.
All right.
You know, it's good. Good bar. Okay. How long have you known Donnie, Marta, and Paul? I started working at corporate maybe, I want to say like a year ago.
Yeah, I hired you.
Yeah.
I hired you about a year ago.
That's right. I was an intern, and
I've known them for a while.
He's known them
They've
for
been
a
on my team, and I just kept them there. I had no need to replace them. So, but you know, after Cameron took over,
they were like,
I've just been in the Bahamas. Just flew back for this.
he's been in the Matrix. If you added a fourth musician, what would they play? Probably.
We got Marta.
We got Marta. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Bongos?
Sorry, Marta. It'd be guitar, probably. Some of your childhood Halloween costumes.
Boba Fett.
One single pea. Like a frozen kind.
Like the frozen
Like
kind.
the frozen kind.
Were you frozen? Like, did you have like frost?
Yeah, your mom
No.
stuffed you in the.
You went to Costco the day of Halloween and went into the walk-in and
Yeah.
hung out in there for like an hour.
It was authentic.
This is my first one.
This is my first one. Yeah, he's never dressed up before. No, you were a pumpkin when you.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that picture. Anyone play growing up the Lego Racer game for like the PC? Like I was Rocket Racer. That was like a huge one for me. And that and Inspector Gadget.
Whoa.
Yeah. Did I just
That's.
unlock something?
Yeah.
Inspector Gadget.
That's also not surprising.
Anyway, the live action movie was weird, but the cartoon was really nice. Let's see. Will you ever put out a pressing of Mahjong Room? Yes. This is this is my personal copy. So it's not for sale.
We're auctioning it off?
No, we're not.
Starting at $10,000.
But we want to press it, hopefully by the beginning of next year, because I think you heard it here, folks. I don't know. Dan might be like, no, but I want to do Spotlight People and maybe another pressing of like Toaster Music too.
Who's Dan?
Dan's
our tour.
Dan Arbeck. Dan Arbeck. Our producer. Dan Arbeck. Our producer, Dan Arbeck. I didn't play anything. It's all Dan Arbeck on the record. Fourth pressing, yes. What's the telephone? Mic 4? Is it actually rigged? Yeah, it is just like a 1/4 inch going through Dylan's Avalanche. And actually all my keyboards, the Whirly, the OP1, I guess I'll do a rig rundown really quick. It's a telephone mic, a clean mic with a little bit of delay, and then a Wurlitzer 200A, the one with the aux in or the out, and then the Juno 106 or the JU06. It's like a reissue of the Roland Juno, and then an OP1. Gotta love the OP1. And I think for vocals, for Whirly effects, it's a Black Fountain delay that I borrowed from my friend Nick. Hey Nick, if you're watching. And then also his Boss Reaver pedal, which I also borrowed from Nick. Hey Nick, if you're watching. Great.
I think you want to go back.
I just
top
lost.
3 artists. Let's see. How about we each say an artist?
Oh, top 3 artists that you currently can't get enough of. Okay.
Oh, I always need to get out my Spotify.
Yeah,
all right.
No, I feel the same way. Like
I've been pretty into Arenas lately. Just in the mornings. He's a bassist from Chicano Batman.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
LA bass. Super
Shout out
sick.
Chicano Batman.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I feel like I've just been listening to a lot of Hiromi Hosono.
Yeah.
I'll say
Yes, he has.
He's my favorite right now. I'll say that.
I think I'll continue the Japanese music train and say Teiko Onuki. It's really good right now. Been diving into
Always.
For anyone that doesn't know, Cameron's learning Japanese, and he's progressing.
Blowing through it.
I don't know about that.
You're doing better than I am.
Did you try?
No.
I was like, oh, you should try to learn. I started in May, so it's almost been 6 months. But minasan, 来てくれてありがとうございました。皆さん、私は今勉強しています。日本語は。気をつけてください。皆さん。
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. The word order is really hard, and there's just so many words. But anyway, how long did that bloody nose last? Which one, man?
They're all one.
They're
bloody nose.
I just had one big one. No. What song was Emily on? Friend. She's on Friend. She sings the little vocal melody. Ugly Blue Tote. They're all sold out because they're ugly. So. Free boat. Free boat.
What up, y'all?
Hi to the Philippines.
That's a good one.
Oh, hey Cutter.
Who are funk jazz icons?
Who are you, funk jazz icons? Who are you?
That's a fun one.
Oh, Dylan's pretty deep into jazz.
I mean, Bill Evans. Bill Evans and the kind of the Coltrane, Pharoah Sanders, Alice Coltrane. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. A lot of
But also, shout out Brazil.
Just the country, just shout out Brazil.
Thank you so much.
Like some Luis Bonfa.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Let's
Julian
see.
Lange.
Jazz. I'm gonna be really basic and say Oscar Peterson. I like Oscar Peterson.
Underrated.
Okay.
Some of his lines are just really happy, I think, and it's good. I like it. We released a couple cassettes before. They're all sold out though. I'm not sure if we'll ever do that again, but maybe for fun.
Is the keyboard really an instrument?
Is mayonnaise really?
No.
Rush Hour movies. Yes, Rush Hour movies. Toxic cover though.
Oh,
man.
you were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we played Toxic
Echo.
at the Echo. Yeah, I did it for Toaster Music too.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite albums of 2020? There hasn't been a lot.
I can't even think.
Reasonably so.
I'm gonna say, the new Deerhoof album is fantastic.
I haven't listened to it yet.
It's so good.
I'm gonna add that.
All of them. They put out like 3, but shout out to anyone putting out music because now just is a really difficult time to do that. So
Yeah, Ricky was supposed to be released in June. Actually, like way back when I was still recording everything, it was like, oh, we'll do a spring release and like March, because we're gonna release it in March and then go on tour and do South by. But then we did June. We did the tour, and while we were on tour, the whole world caught on fire, and then we literally. Let's just talk about that really quick.
Yeah.
Like this is just to put in context. Like we were on the road. South by gets canceled, so we have to change our plans in terms of just like where we're gonna stay and where we're gonna drive. And then like maybe like 3 or 4 days after we left New York, like the city was like, yeah, like shut it down for the next 2 weeks. And we're like,
But what was weird was New York, it was like
calls.
It was pretty close.
It was totally fine when we were there. And
Yeah.
just thinking of like how packed we were with people. And then it was like next week. To put it in perspective, me and Cameron flew home on the 14th. And from the time that we got on the plane in Nashville to getting home in LA, it was like the world had shut down. Like his mom picked us up and was like, you guys don't know? It's over. Like there's like no one on the 405. It was,
Yeah, there
it
were
was
signs
so,
that
it
was-
was so weird.
Like on the 405s, that was just like, stay home.
It
Like
was-
all in like lowercase letters and
That-
cryptic whatever.
That's probably the most apocalyptic thing I've ever felt.
Yeah, it was. Matt was already home because we sent him early. That's a whole other story. But
Yeah.
how do you do the
I
slowly?
was safe.
Yeah, you were safe. How do you do? Oh, the blobs for all the promos and stuff. I won't. It'd take a long time, but basically it's a color gradient that I animated to like just change between. Actually, it's just one color or 2 colors, and then in Premiere I do the tint effect, so I change black to a certain color and white to a certain color. That way I don't have to keep re-rendering colors, and then I throw just a bunch of grain and coloring I do on it, and that's what makes it like really like saturated. So, yes. Oh, I'm also learning Japanese. Ganbatte kudasai. Best of luck.
There's a lot of people from the Philippines.
Hello,
Yeah,
Philippines.
that's great.
My best friend is Filipino, so I don't know if that has anything to do with
I went to the Philippines once filming some like documentary stuff, and it was very hot. That's all I have to say.
Sweaty.
It was really cool. I've never been there before, but it was like, at the time I think I was like just out of high school, and I was just dying of just whatever. And anyway, but very cool. Maybe we'll definitely try to come back when the world is back to normal. Are you working on the next album? Yes, there's a couple demos in the works. Okay, why does it keep? Whoa.
Oh, where are we?
We got it was the orange.
It was the orange? Oh, okay.
Favorite?
Ginger root memories. Oh, it's Tweet. Hey, Tweet.
Oh, Tweet.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Tweet.
Hope you are well.
Probably.
Ooh.
There's too many. We talk about this a lot after rehearsal, lately especially.
Yeah,
Because
because
we're just like,
it's like, man, remember those
Everything,
days?
because just everything's
Yeah.
so weird. So we're trying to like
Remember the
remember
good
when we
times.
could like do things at
Remember
all.
music, man? That's so cool.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. It's like playing shows. I'm trying to think of a favorite show that we've played. Our last
you know what?
our New York show was pretty special.
That
to
was
us.
crazy.
I think that was, yeah.
It was sold out.
That was the first time we sold out anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere. And it was like 200 people there, which like was just great, and like it was a very cool venue, and it was just really just like to be on the other side of America, and then like New York's like getting like the New York seal of approval is like pretty satisfying, I think. So I had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But favorite memories, all the shows I think individually, we're all like,
I can remember something from every show.
Good and
I'll
bad.
say probably our most the most excited we've ever been for a show was playing Vega in Copenhagen.
That's like a very humble,
So-
that's a humble brag right there.
That's like top tier. Nothing.
I mean, hey,
We did not belong there. I will say we did not belong
we
there.
didn't know how good it was when we were there. So shout out to that.
Or that one.
I'm gonna stop saying shout out.
Shout out to
Yo,
who?
shout out to Copenhagen.
Shout out Brazil.
Shout out Brazil.
What was that SF show that was? We played with Carrot, right?
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Yeah, okay.
What was the bar
We-
called?
we,
It was in,
The Right Spot.
The Right Spot.
So can I tell the story?
Yeah.
We did our first like DIY tour. This is when Dylan first joined the band.
Oh, okay.
And,
Years ago.
and I was already planning to do this like North America. No, not at that point. Northern California like tour after school, like in the summer. And then we swapped bass players and we played a couple gigs in Orange County with Dylan.
So we're just that disposable.
No. Just like exchange. I brought it back to Guitar Center. I was like, yo, I got the pro coverage. I need a new bass player. I was like, yeah, no problem, man. Do you want to get the pro coverage again? It's only $24.95. And you're like, yes. But we played with this band called The Carrots. Very nice guys. I think they put out a record last year or an EP. But we played this tiny bar during Pride Week, and we didn't think anyone would be there, but because it was Pride Week, like people just like so happened to like be hanging out, and like everyone was like actually really into it, and like
Well, at first, everyone was really quiet and like at their tables, right?
right, and the owner was like, "You guys are too loud," and we're like, "Sorry."
Because it was like it felt like we were the house band at like a little Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
And so first we were just like, oh, this is gonna suck. And we're doing our thing. And by the end of the show, it was like everyone was super excited about it. I don't know. I feel like that's a very special moment for
Yeah,
all.
because that was the last show of. We did like 5 shows around the Bay Area, and that was the last one. And like, I forgot the previous day, like we played this afternoon show and it didn't go that well, and there was like one person there, and then that show, it was just like gradually people started getting out of their seats and like just start hanging out with us, and then like at the end, like I went to the owner, I was like, hey, I know we were too loud, but like I'm really sorry, and they're like, no, they're like, it's fine, but like thanks for playing, and I was like, oh. Like,
I'll say one thing I remember from that show is this lady came up to me and was like, hey man, like my boyfriend's dad is the bass player from Toto, and I just want to say,
Oh, yeah!
I just want to say you're really good. And I was like,
Seal of approval.
thanks.
Toto.
I don't know. That's
You should like type that out, frame it, wear it as a pin, print it on a shirt.
okay.
Nihongo jozu deshita. Arigatou gozaimasu. Hi. I can understand it better than I can speak it. So, mama desu.
Go vote.
Go vote.
Go vote.
Go vote.
Third, if you
Go
I
haven't
have it
vote.
already. I dropped mine off on the way here.
Go vote.
Doing a cover of Call It Home for my music. That's really cool. I don't think anyone's have like covered our Ginger Root yet. So
Maybe like an Instagram cover.
yeah.
Like a short.
But best of luck. If you need any help in terms of like chords
Yeah,
or
we'll
something.
play on it for you.
Yeah, just turn our version in. No, I'm just kidding. Best of luck. Stay home. Let's see.
Thoughts on the Grateful Dead?
You know,
Um,
I can't say I love it, but I definitely respect it. There's some good
Yeah, I
songs.
respect it. I don't think I get it yet. Like it hasn't clicked.
yeah, I think
In that way.
I respect the Grateful Dead and their career. They have an amazing career. But I think it's similar to just other things, like where the fan base kind of ruins it for me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I think the $400 shirts. Are
That's
like-
that's
I
pretty.
mean, I don't know.
That's pretty
I-
funny though.
Like what?
But it's like, there's definitely a lot of artists that we like that they've influenced. So, respect.
No. Do Matt and Dylan contribute to songwriting or have music of their own? I'm trying to get Dylan to like put out his music.
So, yeah, that's.
You're working on it.
I'm working on music, but who isn't?
like just like it's good.
Well, we'll cross that road when we get there.
One day.
But no, it's all Cam. Is he the best?
Okay. I do all the recording and the songwriting and mixing too.
We're
but
very proud of him.
Thank you guys. I'm very happy
Yeah.
to have you guys in the band. I know, like I said, like, you know, we can't be doing it as much as we want to, but, you know, I'm glad that we're still, you know, after going on the road like that and then being like in the middle of a pandemic and then like having to come home and we're still talking to each other and hanging out and having a pizza night with, you know, Chef Gusteau over here. I think we're still on good terms. Shout out to Donnie, that's right. We have a couple more questions and I think we'll end it. But do you remember the Berkeley show?
Oh yeah.
Oh, with Omar?
With Omar?
No, but which one? We played the basement with the
I mean,
breathing
the breathing room basement is always a good time.
Well, no, it's a UC Berkeley show.
Oh, UC Berkeley show. Never
Yes,
mind.
I do remember. I remember that was the coolest I ever felt at the time because.
Oh yeah.
Because I
yeah.
remember if it was like I had work or something and I couldn't drive up with them, but they drove up and I flew by myself and got picked up. I'm gonna say I took an Uber and then I went and showed up at UC Berkeley and I was like, hey guys, and then like Cameron had my like whole situation.
I know, 'cause, like,
we got it ready.
It was tight.
You remember? I was like checking his bass. I was like, yeah, okay, the dial's good. Hey, can I get a little bit? He loves like bass in the wedge. I was like,
Mid-tones.
yeah, I was like a lot of mids. Can I get a lot of mids? Just scoop the mids. Yeah, you came just like
yeah.
you came wearing these sunglasses, just like the balls are back in town, just like.
I was like, all right, Cameron.
I do remember that show.
That was.
I was like,
that was
Mr.
fun.
Hovis,
Everyone was nice.
Everyone was nice. That was like.
really nice.
I mean, I think it's funny because Omar Apollo is like.
He's huge now.
He's
huge.
Well, yeah, we played that show before. He was still really big, but then
That was one of our first like
opener.
like kind of like
Big,
opener
yeah.
real, like it felt like a real show even though it was outside at a university, but
It was
that was really fun.
like that show. We didn't know. I knew what a hospitality writer was and an input list was, but like I didn't. I was like, well, we don't need that. So like, no. Like, do you want anything like snacks or what? And I was like, and I think I literally wrote like, oh, just 3 waters and some chairs would be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know what.
I was
writer
driving
was.
while you were typing it in the car on the way there.
Yes, I do remember that. That was really funny. But yeah, that was a good show. But I will say, shout out to the Breathing Room Basement. Breathing Room's a local band from Berkeley,
Yeah.
and they invited me to play their basement when I did a solo Bay Area tour, and that was, I think, a really nice Ginger memory too, because that was the first time like I was just like I didn't know anyone. I just like decided to drive up there and see what would happen, and played their basement like by myself, and that was a lot of fun. And we played there I think 2 or 3 other times,
I
and
think it's been 3 times.
3 times. We'd love to come back.
Those are
We'd always love to come back.
those are some of the most fun shows. It's weird how like house shows at first when you're playing you're like, all right, we're doing another house show.
Man, we have
But, like,
so many house shows.
Going back and doing house shows is so fun just because it's like it's so low stress and
I think
it's very comfortable.
It is very comfortable. I think right now, like, we'd play anywhere. We'd love to play. I think,
Yeah.
live again. But for everyone's safety,
No, we can't.
I know some
Oh,
bands
oh,
are
oh.
playing like social distance shows, and like I get it, but I don't know. I'm a little too scared. Would you score movies? I'd love to score movies. One day, I've done a couple in college, like short films, like student films, and some stuff outside of school. But I'd love to get into it more, just because I think it's super fun taking like my film background and like music background trying to merge together. But Matt's laughing.
What are you
Austin.
Oh, Austin!
Which member of the band is least liked by the others? Matt.
It's
Matt, I'll
No.
say.
I
okay.
think it's because I'm just like the.
Oh, here, no.
I'm just-
Okay.
You have the floor.
We both
have the
both love Matt dearly, but on
he's
tour,
like a little brother.
on tour, Matt is so horrible.
That's the
I'll say
worst.
he's gotten better. It's like so.
In
Imagine
what
we're
ways?
like we
In
get
what
in,
ways?
so we get in the car and it's like all of us. We're like, all right, we're ready to go, and we all switch turns driving. And Matt will like within 30 seconds be like,
He'll put on his Beats.
Why is-
by
he's
Dr.
out.
Dre
He's
and
out
just-
for 8 hours, and then we're like, Matt, you need to drive, and he gets in the car and he's like, I don't know,
Why is it so wrong to sleep during a car ride?
because we all need to take turns.
I'm just really jealous because you sleep for 8 hours.
You guys are jealous.
8 hours. But then the
Yeah.
thing is that when we get to the venue, you're like, "Oh, man, I'm so tired. And I'm like, yeah, because you slept for 8 hours.
It's not a good kind of sleep. It's the kind of sleep that you do just to like be
Here,
unconscious.
okay.
It's a flight sleep.
I'll
It's
say,
like an unconscious sleep. So you don't
I'll say
feel-
my favorite Matt story driving is we were like on the 5 going up to the barrier, and like Cameron had been driving, and we were like gonna switch. Matt was like, all right, I got this.
It's like,
and
let
we
me
like
drive, yeah.
we just pulled over to get food, and like Matt gets in the car, and he's like, okay, and he's like, and he's like, okay, and he like. He's like starts going. He's like, "Oh, we're in neutral, okay."
I know, and
And we're going-
it was Dan's car, right? So Dan was like,
This is your mom's car.
No, it was your. Oh, it was.
Oh no,
So
sorry,
yeah.
Mom.
So
And then I was
and
like,
then
I don't think I should be driving.
No. Here's what happened: is he started going, and there's like a huge curve, and he almost went straight. Off
Yeah, I was like,
So Matt
like-
drove a total of like 10 feet that entire.
I think I can pull it together when I need to.
when we're all dead, and we're like,
Yeah.
you gotta drive for like
Here's
an hour.
here's our driving capacities. Dan takes the cake. He can do
Like probably infinite, like
14 hours.
infinity. Yeah. If the car had infinite gas, you could drive indefinitely.
I'll say Cameron, you could do like, I'll say maybe like 6 or
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, I'd say 6 or 7. yeah.
7's like pushing it, but I could do a solid 5 to 6.
5 to 6.
Yeah.
Matt could
Matt
do
could do a solid
One
1
hour.
hour.
1 hour.
I get.
And before
I
and
get
then he was
sleepy.
like-
I just get sleepy.
Welcome to the roast of Matt Carney, everyone. I will say, just the funny part too is going back to that like first DIY tour that we did. We were trying to parallel park, remember? And you were like, and we had a backup cam too, and it's just like, and you're like, I don't know. And then I literally was like, get out. And then in one
No,
sweep,
we
I
didn't
just
have
go,
a backup cam. That was in my car.
oh, it was your car.
It was my car.
We had a sensor, so it's just like, beep, beep.
Well, that was on. That was.
It was
We're
me
trying
and-
to parallel park at Dolores in SF, where it's just crowded.
Yeah, but it was a big enough
okay.
spot.
The thing
There
was,
you go.
it kept
I'm not
going,
the
and then we were
best
like,
driving
we switched,
big
and
cars.
Cameron got in 10 seconds, if that.
Yeah, I like pulled out and did 2 tries, and then I was like, all right, cool.
All right.
Anyway, we love Matt.
Who makes you guys the happiest on tour? Dylan.
Can I say fair enough that I don't think anyone makes me the most happy on
No,
tour.
yeah.
Like I don't
There you
think
go.
like who do
There you
you
go.
like even
It's
anyone.
yin and yang.
It is pretty.
It's
yin
a
and
balance.
yang.
We all balance each other out.
If you haven't gone on, if anybody who's gone on tour, especially at any scale, like
You become your worst self
it's pretty bad.
pretty quick. But at least we
I don't
we
get
know
it.
it works with each other. Like we get it. We
yes.
have our moments, but we know it works, and that's
We've
the
gotten
most
to a
important.
point where we know when we need space
Yeah.
and what buttons we can't push, and ones that we can for a little bit for a good laugh and then stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like there's
We spent a lot of hours with each other. We like tallied it up at one point, and it's weird.
I don't know. It was,
It was close to
like
infinity.
10,000.
It was close
like,
to
I don't know.
infinity.
Yeah. Anyway, but the funny thing is there's 700 of you guys
Still.
watching.
What?
So
Should
thank
we
you.
keep going?
Should we talk more about our tour alter ego, like our shadow?
Yeah.
people
Let's
during tour?
let's finish.
I don't
I
know.
think.
I would say.
Okay, wait. There's a good last question. Then we'll go into some stories.
Okay.
But how did the screaming basketball boy mural start? Matt, take it away.
Okay. So for those of you who don't know or that don't follow me on the gram,
On the gram.
I can pull up basically over probably 20 videos of
Probably over
me.
the past like 5 years. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
probably over
It's
the past.
been a
that have
while.
been collected over the past couple years of me screaming at the little basketball guy off the 101 freeway. You know, it's the little kid in
101
LA,
In LA.
and he's shooting the basketball.
He's like this.
It's like right by the prison.
And
Is it?
yeah. It's right when you go underneath.
There's a bunch of murals. Like there's
But
a bunch
anyway,
of like
yeah,
kids.
there's like someone standing on his head and like people, people doing
Like
whatever.
football.
But the basketball kid, for some reason, is just the best. If you haven't seen him, Google basketball kid
LA,
LA
freeway
101
mural or something.
And it started off really mellow. I was like, "Oh, hey guy, what you doing over there?" And I would film it.
And
I'm
send-
like, "Okay,
and
this is
you
my
send
new
it.
bit," and I would send it to people.
Yeah.
And then it just escalated over like the course of a year.
Gradually, he got
I just
louder,
got louder.
and louder until it turned into just a scream.
A scream. Yeah.
It just kept going.
And then it turned into a bit where if any of us or any of our friends
Yeah.
would go past it, we would just try to screen, we'd tag him, and he would give us a rating based on
Yeah.
the screen.
People would DM me saying rate this, and I would repost it like.
I'm very proud to say that I think I got a 9.5
Yeah.
one time.
I don't know what the highest rating I got was. I don't know.
I don't
But it would be
know.
funny because we would be driving up all together, like going to a show, and we're like, oh shit, we gotta. It's coming
It's
up.
like,
all right,
look,
all right,
look, look,
all
look,
right,
look.
all right. Wait, are we gonna do something different this time, or are we just gonna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if this makes sense to anyone.
No, it's just like you. So if you're driving through LA, because if for some reason if you're driving, because everyone doesn't drive. No, I don't. Anyway, if you're driving on the LA highway, isn't the 101, right?
It's the 101. Yeah.
You go under and you see the basketball kid.
What should be the 110? Or just
No,
No, it's the 101.
no, don't. You shouldn't use your phone, but
If it's traffic, best time.
traffic is the best
Traffic
part.
Is the best
Yeah,
time.
because you're to a stop, pull it up,
bingo.
take a deep breath, drink
and
some
let
water,
it out.
send it. You just
I
send
will
it.
say the last time we played, I don't know if it was the last time, but one of the most recent times we played the Echo, 2 people came with shirts printed
Yes.
with the basketball
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
And
That
we
was
still
the
want
best.
one of those shirts.
Honest, if
Send it.
we'll
Send
pay
me
for
your
it.
shirts.
Like
Send us an email. We'll
we'll
get in touch.
we'll get in touch.
But yeah, 101 basketball baby boy. That's the folklore behind it. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so going back between like bits, there's another bit that Matt had, and it should come up because of the holiday season.
It's coming.
Where-
I don't know if I'll be going to LA as often
That's
as
true.
we were like for shows and stuff.
It's
but
true.
Was it,
You want to tell the bit?
It's off the 5. It's the bow.
Citadel.
It's the world's largest model bow.
West
lights
of the
up.
Mississippi.
West of the Mississippi.
Yeah, you gotta say it.
My dad told me that fact, and now every time I pass
Is it this? It's not the Citadel, is it?
It
It's
is
the
the Citadel.
Citadel.
It's on top of Citadel.
Yeah, y'all know the Citadel,
Um,
the 405 or 605? I don't remember.
This is the.
That's another bit. It's another
Yeah,
bit.
it's just like, but you say,
I say
that's
it-
not like screamed, that not in a
No,
scream.
I
That's
just
just a
say it.
very like, you want to demonstrate it?
Yeah, like, and then you do the.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Hey, did you know that that's the world's largest model bow west of the Mississippi?
Wow.
Yeah, the key is the wow.
Yeah, you have to have
You
someone
need
go
2
like,
people.
oh wow, like
You need 2 people.
an Owen Wilson being like, oh wow.
Oh wow.
Very quiet, very
Yeah.
quiet.
We're a very bit-centric band.
Yeah, a lot of it I don't expect anyone
I-
to
a
think
lot of
it's
tour
funny. I don't
bits-
think it's funny to most people.
No, but it's funny.
The
to
baby
us.
caught on.
The baby's
baby's
funny.
funny.
The baby's funny.
The baby's funny.
Most of our bits, like, if we're like midway through tour, we're like on the same jokes for the entire time.
For
And
like a month.
we probably
Yeah.
sound insane,
Yeah.
just like to anyone.
saying the same jokes like
It's like
Over
we
and
just
over
keep
every
revving each other.
We're
up.
not gonna do examples because it wouldn't make any sense.
No.
But like, yeah, if I put just a microphone and we just, it sounded like we
Oh,
were
it's-
all losing our minds, and we were, because you lose your
You
mind
do.
when you're driving from like Denver to
Kansas City.
and it's just the highway is just a straight line. It's just a straight line. Have you ever driven in a straight line for like 9 hours? There's that truck simulator for like the Commodore where there's this game. I don't know what system, what console, but it's an older game, and you drive a truck in real time from like Los Angeles to Arizona or something.
Yeah.
It's like 5 hours. And it's straight, and that's it. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. With all these stuff, you can emulate the feeling of tour at home. We'll start a care package.
I think I just get on tour, instead of getting crazy, I get sleepy. Sometimes I can be crazy when Dan, the tour manager, we have like our personality types.
Coalesce.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
We all. It's all. We all. It's like we're all the like different. What's the like chaotic evil? And
Someone,
Oh,
like,
someone asked
we-
about that earlier.
we-
Yeah,
What's it
yeah.
called? I don't know what I am.
I think.
I
think I got neutral, which was really disappointing. I was like, oh.
Wow.
No, didn't we like we're like you are and
We
you
we
are.
had our own maybe tour's a little different.
Tour's
So
a
that
little
was like me on like a Wednesday, but like a tour, I'm sure we get a little all chaotic. So I don't know.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It's like I don't even know, but yeah, Matt's like the little brother. Matt, okay, the closest we could say as far
I'm
as
an
like
easy target.
no, but I was gonna say like Matt and Dan are like big brother, younger brother.
And we look alike.
But yeah, oh wait, hold on, we'll go back to that. But also they're brother and they're brothers at the same time, but they're also son and father and son
Yeah.
at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it just does. But what did you just say?
We look alike.
We look okay. So there's a point when we're in and really any gig with Dan, when Dan was with us on tour, where Dan would be working. It would be me and Dan working the merch table because
They had the same haircut at this time.
they had the same haircut at the same time. Because they're both like built the same way. Both kind of like Dan's a little taller, but like from afar
When you squint,
when you're watching a
you're
show,
not a host.
right? When you're watching a show and you like don't have your glasses on or something, you're like oh. So they go to the merch table with Dan and they have him sign records because they think he's Matt. They're like, oh man, good job, like good drums, good drums, buddy. Like, and Dan at first was like, oh no, like I'm a different person. And then at one point he was like, oh yeah, thanks man, we'll just sign it.
Well, the funniest was all four of us were there.
Oh
And the person skipped over Matt was like,
I was in the middle. They skipped shaking my hand.
Yeah.
Like, oh, great job, John.
They shook his hand instead.
Oh, I remember that.
That's good.
That was a good time.
Or I'd be on stage loading off, and they'd come up to him and like, "Good set, man."
Yeah, he would like help
See,
us off the stage.
He's up there still. It's
Right.
It's really fun.
It's pretty great. Yeah. So that's a
It
good.
doesn't happen as much. No.
Yeah, probably because we're not playing shows.
Well, I was gonna say his haircut's different.
Yeah.
But also like Matt's got curly hair and Dan's got like wavy hair, like straight hair, more straight than like curly, so or wavy.
He's got some waves.
He's got some waves.
He's got some waves. Me and Matt are the curly boys, though.
Yeah, pretty curly. There's a couple times where Matt and Dylan are y'all brothers?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, not so much anymore. I feel like that used to happen a lot.
Like when we first started.
We don't look alike.
I
Especially
don't
with that
see-
mustache.
Is
that new?
Just not bringing it up.
Is that new?
This show is
No,
brought to you
This
by
is the
Dylan's
only
mustache.
time people have to look at me besides on like Zoom. So
Zoom. Yeah.
when else am I gonna be able to do this comfortably? And,
How's
see how it
online
works?
school, guys? Wait, you're
They're
done,
asking-
or you're done with like all your crazy projects?
We're halfway there.
Oh,
School, school's good. Go to school. I'll say one positive thing about us not being able to do absolutely anything is me and Matt might be able to finish school by the time we are able to
Yes.
tour again.
Absolutely.
Because for the past however long, me and Matt are both like 4 years, 5 years, whatever, into school, and
'Cause
we're like halfway there.
Yeah,
Just
because they took breaks.
Well,
Yeah.
we've been taking.
I got one more year after this.
You're sooner than
Hopefully,
me.
I don't know.
But hopefully,
Film school, man.
film school,
Not super
English
worth it
school.
right
But now we can focus. I don't know. Just go on the computer.
And just-
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Just like this. This
Get
is
it done.
basically.
Oh,
what-
yeah. It's not the
hard.
best. It's hard, but I mean, luckily for me, it's a little easier for Matt. Matt can't like work on a set over Zoom.
Yeah, we're talking. We're both. I was a film major, and Matt's a film major right now. And we're talking about like.
Online film school. This is.
I just imagine like you're gonna do a Zoom, like you're in a room with a bunch of people, like in Zoom.
We have VR goggles.
Yeah. I was gonna. It's all VR system. Like the computer engineer
Yeah.
major's gonna design like a set program, and then you have your your headset, and you're just like points, and
You're carrying
action.
stuff. You have your perimeter set up.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And just like speed, and then that guy's an airplane. Because they built in like airplane noises to like go, at an interval or whatever. But
Someone make that program.
yeah, and tell Matt's professors about it. What are you studying in school?
Film. Yeah.
And
English.
I graduated. Thank God. And now look at me playing a show.
I mean,
and
at one point you were trying to do school and do shows.
Yeah.
Too, and I was.
yes.
I remember that.
So there's a point. Our first year, Dylan wasn't in the band at the time, but our first time going to South by, we did unofficial, and like I will say flat out, I really appreciate everyone that helped us get those showcases, like playing to like 5 people. But I want to say like that was so stressful for me because like I had to like plan everything and like register for all these like unofficial shows that were like at the weirdest times and like. Because like we didn't have any work to show for it or whatever. And Mahjong wasn't even out yet at the time. Like we couldn't get any gigs or whatever. And then like I had to like type an essay. I had to type a few essays like while I was there. Like, but also too, just really quick about like just driving. We were idiots. The whole thing was our other bass player had like a gig. He was like a guitar tech for a gig before we were supposed to drive, like the night before the morning we were supposed to drive. He was like, oh yeah, I'll be fine or whatever. And then like we had to leave at like 6 a.m. and we drove a straight nonstop 25 hours to Austin, Texas, and then took like a 1 hour nap and then played a show that night. And I never want to do that.
Not a good move.
No, absolutely not. It's not worth the 5 years that takes off your life. I remember that I got the night shift.
Yeah.
And like,
Cause you're used to staying up.
yeah, I'm a night owl. And like they're like, all right, you just drive. And I remember driving through Texas where there's no lights at all, just a straight road. And I thought I was gonna die. So, but I didn't, and I'm glad. But learned a lot from that. So, anyway, yeah. Well, there's still 500 of you watching, which is crazy. But I think we'll probably start wrapping it up.
This podcast's over.
Yeah, get this podcast. We've been streaming for 2 hours. That's a good show. I just want to say again, thanks for everyone tuning in. Thanks for everyone that listened to Ginger in general. You know, from wherever you heard about Ginger, whether it was internet or a friend or whatever. Like, thank you. This is like not the end of Ginger, obviously. Like,
Yeah, this is it.
yeah, this is it, guys. Thanks for so much. You know, yeah, new music is always being written, and I think now since this live show was so stressful, at least on my end, because it like I said in the performance, everything's pretty duct taped together in terms of to make this live stream and to sound good. Hopefully it sounds okay.
This is the most
We're
we've
gonna
ever
listen to it
rehearsed
back.
for anything. I'll say that.
I think it's because we knew that this could be replayed, and it's you could hear everything versus in a venue.
I would way rather play it to I don't know. I would rather play it
Hollywood
Madison
Bowl.
Square Garden than this.
To nobody.
It's just because everything is being I feel like I'm being watched over and over and over again with every movement. Videos are scarier than real shows.
I think there's a pros and cons for both, I think. The great thing is we had Donnie mixing this time, so
Couldn't have done it
couldn't have done it with Donnie. Donnie's in the back; he had a couple emails to send, but and then Marta went home because she told me that it was going to be an early day, so she played, unplugged, and ran. So, but yeah, thanks everyone. I just hope you all are staying safe. And again, just shameless last plug: if you haven't listened to Ricky, it's on Spotify. You know, listen all the way through. It's 30 some odd minutes if you have a short little time in your day. And also, if you feel like donating anything, from this live stream, the donation stuff is right there. Or if you want to buy the record or merch or anything, there's all the links down below where you could buy Ricky. We still have copies of Ricky left. The shirts, they're in the middle of the ocean somewhere, but don't worry, we'll get them. And then we also have the before shirt and some stuff kind of lingering around on the website. So if you feel like buying anything, check out the links below. If you feel like throwing a couple bucks for Dylan and Matt's coffee fund, because that's all they do is just go out and get coffee and go back home, then yeah, I really appreciate it. But any last words?
I think you summed it up. Yeah. Thank you
guys.
everybody.
Thank you for watching.
I didn't expect this much turnout.
Yeah, really, actually, though.
It's pretty crazy.
We
I
as
think
a band, we set our expectations.
Yeah,
to the bar.
yeah.
This is a good full circle for the first question. Is we set our expectations pretty low. So
But,
when I went live and I had the waiting screen, I was like, dude, there's 25 people. We're all oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then so
it works out.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We will do this again sometime soon. I think.
Yeah.
We're gonna maybe try to learn the last couple songs we didn't play. Sorry if that was your favorite song or something we didn't play it or anything. But anyway, yeah, everyone stay well and thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.